Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a tropical storm update. Saturday, August 22nd, around 10 p.m. Mountain Time 2020. Gulf Coast on alert as simultaneous tropical storms threaten. Keep calm. It's threaten time. Now we have Marco and Laura, the 1-2 punch. Out of order, alphabetically, about to impact the New Orleans region. Starting Monday afternoon, as Cat 1 landfall Marco will make its way onto the coast of Louisiana, and followed by a Tuesday night, Wednesday morning landfall, potentially, of Laura in the same exact region, adding insult to injury. While rain totals pile up, a second system moving over will cause catastrophic flash flooding in many areas. So be prepared now. You have less than 24 hours to begin preparing and 3 to 4 days of the effects as these two tropical storms move their way into your region. Now, Tropical Storm Marco strengthened significantly on Saturday. It could hit Louisiana as hurricane by Monday. According to the latest National Hurricane Center forecast and Diamond's analysis, it's going to be a Cat 1. We're going to get to the models. Now, to add insult to injury, an atmospheric Kelvin wave is moving into the Atlantic at the same time, at the peak of hurricane season, and it will create a strong boost for Atlantic hurricanes in the coming weeks. We'll get to more of that in just a moment. Let's talk about the Atlantic tropical cyclones and disturbances currently off the East Coast here. Tropical Storm Marco, as of 7 p.m. CDT, Saturday, August 22nd, packing maximum sustained winds of 65 miles per hour. Central pressure, 994 millibars. Laura, a little bit higher at 10,004 millibars, and a little weaker. Maximum sustained winds at 50 miles per hour. Now, Marco is going to move its way directly and hook up right here over the coming 48 hours and increase in power. So we're going to watch it live all day tomorrow, increase in strength, and we'll know exactly what New Orleans and Louisiana is really set for. Here are where are the key messages for Marco? Let's get Marco in there. Key messages for Marco. Tropical storm conditions will continue over portions of extreme western Cuba through this evening. Heavy rainfall is also expected in the eastern portions of the Mexican states of Quintana Roo and the Yucatan, and across far western Cuba, which could result in flash flooding. Marco is expected to approach the central Gulf Coast as a hurricane on Monday. Hurricane conditions, life-threatening storm surge, and heavy rainfall are possible along portions of the Gulf Coast beginning on Monday, and hurricane and storm surge watches have been issued. Interests in these areas should follow any advice given by local governments or officials. Tropical Storm Laura could bring additional storm surge, rainfall, and wind impacts to portions of the U.S. Gulf Coast by the middle of next week, and this could result in a prolonged period of hazardous weather for these areas that could be affected by Marco. Interest there should monitor the progress of Marco and Laura and get out tomorrow and stock up. It's not looking good for you kids. Now, tropical storm conditions are expected to continue for Laura across portions of the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico through this evening. Tropical storm conditions are also expected across portions of the Dominican Republic, Haiti, the Turks and Caicos, and southeastern Bahamas. Central and eastern Cuba through Sunday. Heavy rainfall is likely across these areas and could cause mudslides, flash, and urban flooding through Sunday, with widespread river flooding possible throughout Puerto Rico. Tropical storm conditions are possible over portions of the central Bahamas, Andros Island Sunday night and Monday, and into the Florida Keys by Monday. The details of the long-term track and intensity forecast remain quite uncertain since Laura is forecast to move near or over portions of the Greater Antilles through Monday. Laura's forecast to strengthen over the Gulf of Mexico could bring a storm surge as well as tropical storm winds to the same region hit by Marco. Now let's talk about that atmospheric Kelvin wave. To add insult to injury, well, real quick, we'll talk to you about what that is. And the largest and most dominant source of tropical variability is the Madden-Julian Oscillation, or the MJO, which is an eastward moving disturbance wave of thunderstorms, clouds, rains, and pressure. It moves over the entire planet in the tropics in about 30 to 60 days. A bit smaller than the MJO are Kelvin waves. Atmospheric Kelvin waves are tropical rainfall systems accompanied by distinctive westerly and easterly wind patterns. They are directly related to the MJO and drive along the tropics in similar weekly patterns. Now, these help strengthen storms and direct them towards the U.S. and the tropics. And we are approaching peak hurricane outlook here September 10th. Secondary peak here the first week of October, or the second week of October. So it's not over like a plover. We're not even near September 10th, over 20 days out from that mark. Now here is the current projected paths of both of the storms. Here we have Marco, and that's going to quickly move up and in this direction. And here we have Laura, which will follow just about 36 hours behind, hooking up in an opposite direction. X marks the spot in New Orleans, just east. Well, just west of New Orleans. But Louisiana and the Fertile Crescent down there, for goodness sakes, the levees will break. We'll be reporting on it. Let's check the models before we leave tonight. And you can see here, Marco, just offshore of New Orleans. 9 a.m. Monday morning with 102-mile-an-hour gusts. That's going to be sustained Cat 1. And let's just move it on from there. As you can see, the position of Laura here, some impacts to Miami. You could see Marco moving on to New Orleans here and absolutely diminishing. So that's good news. Not a large rain pattern here, but we are looking at the gusts. So let's quickly move it over to see the tropical rain and disturbances and see what that's going to look like for rain accumulation. Okay, it's a small eye of accumulation, so not too much to be worried about there, as that will be a centralized pattern. But Laura has a much larger pattern and will be following suit. So let's go back to wind and gusts and move this baby through. Here we are midday Tuesday as Laura really gets to develop here and then weakens according to the models before it redevelops again and strengthens. Oh, in this new model, it will not be strengthening, which is good news. So in the new model, Laura will be making landfall as a tropical depression early Wednesday morning. So that's good news, but bad news for the flooding events. Now, remember, guys, you don't always need wind, destruction, tsunamis, and waves. Small tropical storms, Cat 1 hurricanes. It's not the wind and the surge. That is part of it. It's the secondary effects. And I know from the East Coast, from living near Philadelphia, that when a small hurricane makes its way on shore, it's not until 1 or 2 days later when the rivers surge and everyone's houses get flooded. Same thing to look out for here. Double whammy. Marco, Monday. Polo, Laura, Wednesday. That's a double boom boom. Hope you got something out of the video. The time is now to start preparing if you live in Louisiana. Period. Don't take my word for it. Watch the video. Check out the models and do your own homework. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. When we've got a double whammy about to hit the Gulf Coast. We love each and every one of you. Thanks to all of our new Patreons that stood up. More videos to come. Be safe. That's boom. Click on one of the other boxes to learn more. And be safe.